AccuWeather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Thank you for staying up late with us tonight. Hurricane Delta is coming our way. Now, let me just say this. This is not looking like it's going to be the end of days for us here in North Mississippi or West Alabama. We will have some effects, but catastrophic issues around here, not really likely, but there will be some issues. Let's talk about it. This is a big system. Already clouds spilling across the entire Gulf of Mexico. The latest update from the National Hurricane Center. The wind now up to 90 miles per hour. It weakened a little bit as it crossed the Yucatan Peninsula, but it is now re-strengthening. And this is the wind field as we get into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. It will be approaching Louisiana as we get into Friday afternoon and evening, and some of that wind will migrate back into our region. So impacts locally. We can handle a couple of inches of rain. We're thinking 1 to 4 inches. There could be some flooding here, but the ground's still pretty dry. The heaviest rain northwest of the Natchez Trace. We may see some gusts 30 to 40 plus, and that could bring down some trees and cause some power outages. But generally speaking, our power lines can handle that. Isolated brief spin-up tornadoes. Some spots could see that, but most spots obviously will not have anything like that. So just putting that all out there right now, it doesn't look like the end of days in our world, but we will, of course, watch this system closely. The system will likely strengthen a little bit tonight into tomorrow, make landfall into Louisiana by Friday evening, maybe as a Cat 2 or Cat 3 storm, then quickly weaken as it moves into the Mississippi River Valley. By Saturday morning, a weak tropical storm, a remnant low as we get into Saturday evening, and that's why we're expecting those breezes, the rain, and that isolated tornado threat around here. Rainfall potential 1 to 4, the lighter amounts farther east. You get west and northwest of the Trace, maybe 2, 3, 4 plus, and that's where the higher odds of any flooding could be, especially west of 55. But again, there could be some issues around here. The wind field will be fairly broad, so the winds will start to pick up as we get into our Friday afternoon and evening. These are sustained winds. Now, the gusts could be anywhere between 30, 40 plus as that system weakens as it moves our way. So, yes, there will be some breezes, and again, that isolated tornado threat. But I think we can handle that kind of situation as this system rolls on in here. Tomorrow morning, 56 degrees or so at 7 o'clock. You will notice more clouds during the day. Temperatures will top out in the low to mid 80s, but it will be more overcast as the day goes on. I think we stay dry, and that bodes well for some of those high school football games tomorrow night. You can see futurecasts depicting that we remain mainly clear tonight, but here come the clouds as we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening. The better chance of rain tomorrow just to our south. As we get into Friday, we'll start to feel the effects of the outer fringes of the hurricane as it really comes ashore in the Louisiana, and that remnant low right there is going to be the driver of maybe this tornado threat with these outer bands on the eastern side of that circulation center. This is Saturday morning. We'll be watching out for that. Wherever those bands happen to set up, that's where we would have the isolated tornado potential, some gustier breezes, and even some heavy downpours. So we'll keep you updated. Vanessa will have the very latest on the situation as we get into tomorrow morning. A little bit cooler for the weekend as that system comes on in, and then a bit of an up and down ride as we get into next week.